Hey guys, it is Friday, February 23rd, 2018. Things are going pretty well this month. I have been making a fair amount of progress on my novel. Not necessarily as much progress as I would like to have made on my novel, but I'll get into the reasons behind that in a little bit. But there has been progress. I wrote a fair amount of chapter 1. I was kind of thinking that it was done, and then I realized that it's really short and there's a lot more information that would fit into the first chapter, and I want to elaborate on it. But I finished a draft of chapter 1. I figured out a lot of character details. Everybody has first name, last name, photo, age, job if they have a job, date of birth. I figured out some important plot points, though there are still some that I need to work out. And I'm really excited because one of the characters, I wanted their at least last name to actually have some meaning and connection to the plot that will be explained later in the story. And I managed, with some help, to come up with something really, really good that I'm very excited about. I actually have a name that means something, which is cool because I don't usually do that. I did mention that I've been struggling a little bit. I've noticed that my motivation, I guess you would say, doesn't seem to necessarily be lasting very long. I've always had where, like, if I took a big break from writing, that it was hard to get started again, just because you're so used to not doing anything that, like, forcing yourself to sit down is kind of a challenge and it gets scary, But usually once I did sit down and start working again, I'd get into the flow pretty quickly. But I'm having some issues where, like, I'm making myself sit down and write or plan, and it's going really well, and I'm really excited. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to continue this tomorrow. I need to go to bed for, class in the morning. And then the next day I just have, like, not no desire, because I do want to be working, but actually physically getting myself to, like, sit down and work isn't super easy sometimes. But now that I've noticed that it's happening, I think it will hopefully be a little bit easier to deal with, and hopefully I can make some significant progress this weekend. That's part of my plan. So I just, want to share that things aren't always perfect. One other quick piece of news. Some of you might have known that I used to have a profile on a website called Figment.com. That's actually how I ended up finding out about NaNoWriMo all those years ago. But Figment.com no longer exists, and they have transferred over to a new website called Underlined. The company is called Underlined. The website itself is getunderlined.com. I will have the link in the description box. So I have created a profile there. So far, I've only uploaded 2 works. One is an old poem, and one is the first chapter from Forced to be a Traitor. But I will, try as soon as possible to keep uploading more stories. I do get questions sometimes about, like, oh, where can I, like, read something you wrote? So if you're looking for something other than my novel, that will be on Get Underlined. My username is Jennifer_Gittler. I will also put a link in the description. And yeah, so I don't have a whole lot up there yet, but I will be getting stuff up there soon, so check that out in the near future. And yeah, that's about it for me. I need to do some writing, do some homework, have a lot going on. And I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you all next month. Bye, guys.